Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about this knife right there. Man, yeah, I can do a little arrow. This knife right there. And it's not what you think. It's not what you think. So another addition to my case collection. I'm always excited when I can get something new and different. And we're going to be talking about this knife. Pretty cool. Do you know what this knife is? We'll see you in the video. All right, welcome back to the Fortified Castle. Hi, all my viewers. Thanks for dropping in. I really appreciate y'all. I also appreciate your likes, your shares, your comments. I say shares because I actually have people that share my videos. I really appreciate that. It just kind of gets the video out there to people that you may not be in contact with. So I really do appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for doing that. So before I get into this knife, I got this. Y'all know that I'm a former Marine. Happy birthday, Marines, by the way. Hoorah! Semper Fi. It is the Marine Corps birthday. And so I got this sign, and I've been carrying it around. And anytime my wife starts to question one of my decisions, I just flash this sign. I'm just explaining why I'm right. Which, it's most of the time because, I have a level head and I think through issues. But that's kind of dangerous because my wife's kind of a southern girl and she's quick with the frying pan and a good shot. So you got to be careful when you do this. You're just playing with fire. So I don't recommend it for everybody. But if you can handle yourself, you have some tactical training, yeah, that's a cool sign to flash to your better half. So now the laughs are done, let's talk about this little knife right here. All right, this is a knife I'm sure has burned more than one person. And I almost got burned on a knife almost like this. Same kind of burl handle. I was going to go buy it. Picture looked like this when I was looking at it. But, I did my due diligence. I looked up the model number of this knife and realized this is only a 3-inch knife. So it's a Gunstock, but if you're not careful and you don't really want a 3-inch knife, you'll think it's this knife right here. And you'll look at it and you'll purchase it, usually at a steep discount from this knife right here. And this is, what is this, a 130 or a 131? I can't remember. What is it? 130. There it is. Where is it? Come on. Snap in. Will not snap in. It is a 130 any rate. I can't get it to snap in. But yeah, this is a Case's medium Gunstock. And this is just a smaller version of it. And this knife itself, earlier, around 1915, Case made this pattern, this Gunstock pattern, and it was a 15 pattern. And then later, they brought out this knife after they had discontinued the 15 pattern, and this is a 15 pattern here. So this came out in the 70s, I think, is when they reintroduced this. A 72-15, 7 is the walnut burl. This is really pretty. This knife, man, this knife was a user. You can see You know, the bolsters are just kind of marked up in the back, and this wood was in a really bad shape. I hit it with some man, get rid of this stuff. There we go. I hit it with some quad steel wool to bring out the shine a little bit. But I'm going to go in, I'm going to sand that. I'm going to bring this back to a really nice looking piece of burl wood. And I haven't cleaned this knife up other than to just, get the dirt off and stuff like that. So I'll put the mirror polish back on these things right here. But what you have is a 3-inch Gunstock jack pattern in natural walnut burl, brass pins, brass liners, nickel silver bolsters, nickel silver shield. See that shield right there? This is a sweet little knife, but really, this thing was used. So I hit the blade with a quad but it's really, scratched up. You can see a little bit of it right there. And, it doesn't have the factory edge on it. And you can see the scratches right there. So, I mean, somebody really used this. Probably had it in their pocket all the time. And a shout out here to Mike Mizik. Here it is. Can you see that? Mizik. Masisak. Apparently this was his knife. I bought it off of eBay. There's your pin blade. You can see the damage on that. It's really cool. It doesn't bother me. Somebody, carried this around and used it. Sometimes I clean these things up, and sometimes I don't. But I'm going to clean this one up. It's in relatively good shape. Good geometry on the blades. Good action on this knife. If you look down inside here, it's black because it's dirty. Yeah, there you go. And I'll clean that up. And it'll be a nice little knife. And leaves me one more Gunstock to get. Case made another Gunstock 3.5 incher. And I need to get that. I forget what the pattern name is on that. Here's another one. This is a Swanner cutlery company knife. Let's see if it's on there. I don't know why I'm having a hard time sucking in these pictures, but they're just not coming in. But this is a really sweet knife. Yeah. Why is that not coming in? I just can't figure it out. Yeah. It's the Swanner cutlery company up in Ohio. This is natural bone, smooth natural bone, Appaloosa. Sweet little knife. And it's a little smaller. You see right there. This is probably 2 7/8. This is 3 inches. Very similar knives. And why not have a Gunstock in a small pattern, right? You have a peanut. I really think this Gunstock works well in your hand because it's thicker back here. And so knives that are smaller here fit your fingers better. And when they're wider back here, they fit your palm better. They give you better purchase. Not that you can palm this knife, but it's a tiny knife. But yeah, I love, I'm trying to get all of the model numbers and variations of the model numbers with case now. I'm well down that case rabbit hole. Probably, I'm so far down it, I'm really on the journey to the center of the earth for case knives. That's how far down I am on that. And I just picked this up along with this knife I showed in a video the other day. Really nice 52 pattern. And that's what I do. You know, I just try to pick these different patterns up. And have this is really obscure. You don't see these very much, but they're not rare or anything. I don't know when Case discontinued them. Probably in the 90s. I mean, this is what is this thing? A 1989. This is a 1989. See it right there. And I think they discontinued these in the 90s. They might have made them in the 2000s. I haven't really researched it. So if you know that, go ahead and shout that out. Put it in the video for the other folks who look through that stuff to get information. And I really appreciate you all joining me. I hope you enjoyed a look at this really kind of different knife, right? Because we're all used to this one. And buyer beware, right? So when you see this thing in a picture like this, it looks like a big one, but it's really not. So pay attention to the model number on these. You want the 130 if you want the bigger one, and the 15 is the smaller one. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next one.